That's a whole different thing. I had a whole, because we were when we were in Cancun, wherever we were. Yeah. I was like, is it? Because we were at a wedding.
Yeah.
Right. Preface it. I was like, it was nice. It was beautiful. Like the vibe was nice. The fucking weather was beautiful. They made it like there was the resort, so it was a little plastic, but it was like not the vibes was plastic, but like the experience, the food, it's kind of like a cruise ship or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So like, but I mean like gorgeous.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I'm like, man, do I want a big wedding?
We had this conversation very extensively there, yeah.
Do I want a small, intimate wedding? And my immediate instinct, this does tie into the immediate family holidays instead of big carne asada holidays. My initial instinct is, I want like 10 or 15 people there.
Yeah, intimate.
I want like the homies, my immediate family, her homies, her immediate family, se acabó. And if she got beef with her immediate family, she ain't gotta come. Yeah. They don't gotta come. You know what I mean? Because it's for me, it feels really, really powerful, intimate, beautiful to get the people that matter.
Yeah.
And only them.
Yeah.
And then have them watch us profess
move into
our
that
love
next stage of your life,
and have a you know what I'm saying, and do the speeches and the vows and have the people that matter, like have it be a big memory for all of us, right?
Yeah.
That's my initial instinct, and that's probably gonna be what's gonna happen. And if I have enough money, I'd probably do both. But like that's the one, you know what I mean? But the other part of me gets activated when I think about mom. And I think about all her brothers and sisters. I think about dad and all his brothers. And I think about the fact that they also invited us to the wedding.
Yeah.
And that we went and had a good time. Yeah. Not because we're immediate family, but because we're unproblematic. And we're going to go and we're going to set the vibe off. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Motherfucker,
or at least I hope that we're not like that, that we're unproblematic. But
I think that everybody in the family is aware that we have very differing opinions to them. But
we finna show up and vibe out.
But this is the thing though, like everybody is aware that we have different opinions in them, but I think they're also aware that they have the level of intellect to understand that it is in part affected by because of the fact that we lived across the border. Right?
Correct.
So to them, they're like, oh, but you don't understand certain things because you've never lived in Mexico. So as much as I might not like your take on something that you're saying, I can understand where there is this disconnection between what I've known to be real my whole life and what you've perceived it to be real in Mexico, right? So to them, even if they don't, say it that way, they can understand that it's like, but that's my cousin from the U.S. Like they don't always know.
And we do the same thing with them.
And we do the same thing with them, where they might have a very big misconception about the way that like American consumerism works, or the way that American capitalism works, or the government or politics or whatever. Right. But we have a very obviously because we're American, so we have a very big attachment to that. Yeah. And so, but I think something that we're all aware of is that so long as nobody touches on subjects that we all know can be detonators for an uncomfortable conversation. Yeah. Not that nobody wants to have with your family per se. If they can be respectful of that, if we can all be respectful of that, I think that what you can tap into is the memories that we have of each other when we were younger. Yeah. So I think that's why they extend the invitation. We're getting married. We want you to be there because as much as I don't know you now, what I knew of you and what I remember of you is something I want to have in my collection of memories as an adult. Yeah. Of you being there in presence of that stuff. Yeah. So I think I agree with you with it being a bit on that teeter-tottering on that line, because me personally, I wouldn't even extend it out to just. My options would be I'm either eloping and nobody's going to be there except for me and my partner and my kid. And the witnesses that have to be there to basically sign for
you want to elope.
I'd elope, or I would go go out of my way to make it a family event where I can actually see the aunts and uncles that I might not see again after that time. Because let's be real, we're all moving into a very separate part of our lives now, that it no longer feels like, oh, if you haven't been a part of my life my entire time, then I'm not going to invite you. I get it. I can understand that. And I can understand that if you're using that boundary for people who maybe are toxic a little bit, and maybe you don't we want to kind of use that as the reason why you're separating yourself from them. But I think that a lot of the times, me personally, when I'm thinking about it, I think about the fact that I don't have the time or energy to reach out to an aunt of ours.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I'm busy. I have a lot of stuff going on, my job, my career, everything. My life, everything. It's just not going to happen. And especially not over a border, right? Now, it's not going to be like, oh, how are you, tia? ¿Cómo está? Lo que sea. I'm not going to do that because I don't use the same devices, like the same kind of communication devices that they do. I don't have WhatsApp. I don't do any of that. I don't have Facebook. I don't use any of that. So I can't really properly communicate. And really the only people that I may communicate with are their kids. So I will communicate with their kids, maybe off on Instagram, for instance. But even then, I have a hard time responding to people like that. So
you barely respond to me.
Exactly. And you can call me and text me, and I still won't respond to you. So it's like, to that point, I can understand where creating the opportunity to create a memory for them and for yourself is something I wouldn't want to take away from myself, and something like you said, I wouldn't want to take away from mom.
That's just the mom thing for me. I can rationalize my way into and out of being like, sorry, you can't come.
Yeah.
Like that's real easy for me, because again, the idea of a small wedding with the people that matter seems incredible. Like that feels like an incredibly romantic and beautiful thing to me. Mm-hmm. And like, I don't even factor in the big family, but when I factor in the fact that my mom wants her sisters and her brothers to watch her daughter, her son get married, and they want to do the whole thing, and they want to host, and they want to, the real goal is can you beat the odds? Yeah. That's the real goal. Excuse me. Right? Because the odds are you're going to invite the whole family and something's going to go wrong.
Something's going to go astray.
But the I think the hope for like somebody like mom is, can I bring the entire family together and create a memorable night and like be successful at making everybody happy and reminding everybody of like our childhoods and this and that. And
I'll tell you what though, I think
via my son's wedding or my daughter's wedding,
I think they did it right by offering a destination wedding, because you eliminate the people who really don't want to put in the effort to go with you and to go in and do the stuff. And then at that point, like you let mom keep face with the people that she extends out those wedding invitations to and whatnot. Yeah. And those people can't come in and shame mom for being like, well, how come your kid didn't invite me to go? Right. But even though you might not want that person there, if you invite them to a destination wedding, they're not going. Yeah. Like, you have a list of those people in your family household. But that also
feels a little elitist though.
How?
Because it's like, what if you would not mind if somebody was there because they're a good vibe and you like them and you had good times, but they literally can't afford it.
Then that's that. But that's the thing.
You know what I'm saying? If that's a little elitist. Like only people that can afford it can come to my wedding.
But that is the thing though. It's like with that thought in mind, then a lot of the times it's, you got to play your cards right, my dog. You got to make this tactical. Like and if you have people that you're very much like, I want you to go, and you've had those conversations with them and been like, hey, are you going? Are you not going? And they say, nah, dog. Like, I genuinely cannot go. I do not have this. I cannot get this. I really want you there. I really want you there. We'll figure it out. Right? Yeah. That is something that I think is entirely possible. But you also have to know who they are, though.
That's a can of worms, though, because if that information leaks, then you get the comments at the next carne asada, and then that was on you. That wasn't you spectating.
That's my thought process. My thought process is that I don't have carne asadas. I'm not gonna have carne asadas. So I would So like I'm not gonna have, like, I'm not that person. Like I'm not
Yeah, and it won't really
kind
matter.
of like bubbly person
like,
with that.
But like, you know, like going back to the big wedding.
I can see what you mean.
Like, you know, like going back to the like if we have a wedding here in Texas and it's huge. I mean, if it's an intimate wedding, lo podemos hacer donde sea.
Yeah.
But like if it's here in Texas, even for our family in Mexico, that's still technically a destination. Like they still have to travel, and maybe it's a little easier. It's not Cancun or fucking Tulum or Acapulco or like fucking Barranquilla or Italy or some bullshit, right? Like it's not that crazy, but it's still a destination. In my mind, whenever I think about a big wedding, to cater to mom and dad's making of core memories and having like fulfilling that big, not a void, but fulfilling that dream of like, I want to make this whole thing or whatever. It has to be in Mexico.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and that immediately puts me as like, now you're doing something that you didn't like. Now you're doing it for other people.
Yes.
You're not even doing it for yourself because if I want a wedding, the first thing my thought is like, I'm not going to Monterrey just to have a wedding with my close intimate friends. Yeah. You know what I mean? And if I wanted to make like a destination wedding, we can all go to Italy. Exactly. We can figure out. It's only 10 of us. We'll figure it out.
And I think it's a genuine tug of war that we've all had, because I've had this conversation with my partner where we'll be like, and he'll hear me go from like, well, you sound like you're kind of into it, and then no, it sounds like you're not into it, and then it's just like a constant like, well, if I do this and if I do have the wedding in Mexico or in Monterrey, then that means all the family members that I don't really want to invite, if I do invite them, they're definitely gonna go.
But then
if I do have the wedding in Mexico and I don't invite them, it's a really big slap in the face, because I'm basically telling you I really don't want you there, because
you're walking a fine line. Also,
I'm even having it in your city and I'm still telling you I don't want you there. Like, that's like even worse.
Damn.
But then if I have the wedding somewhere else,
and you can't
then you can't. If, let's say I want, like, you know, I don't know, mi tia Loli, for instance. Like, let's say I really want mi tia Loli to go, but they can't because of XYZ, and I'm just like,
fuck.
Damn, but I really want you to go specifically because I have such core memories with them. Like, because they come every year. They're like coming in like a week or something to Houston. And so it's like all those things where I'm like, Fuck. Well, now I gotta figure out how to get you wherever I want you to go. And so it starts getting real confusing.
You can never win, because then you walk a fine line also after that. It's like you go, let's say, like, I'm like, okay, fine. I'm gonna have a small wedding here, intimate, super beautiful. It's gonna cost not that much money, just like whatever. Like, we'll pick a place, and like that's where like the real, like, the people that love the people that you love that are immediate can watch you guys profess your love for each other. Great, easy, cool, whatever, right? And then let's have a big wedding in Monterrey for the whole family to be there.
Y la fiesta, la mejor
nada más. En la fiesta, and then in the recalentada and todo, whatever, right? But you still walk a fine line.
Yeah.
Because if you go to Monterrey and you're like, all right, let's do it, and you make it fancy, me estás presumiendo. Oh, you can only do this because you're American, or this and that. Oh, you want to do it on the fucking rooftop, or what is that? I'd be like, bro, I'm doing this. Like, I didn't even want to actually do this, dog.
Yeah.
And, like, you know what I mean? And I'm only, but I'm also not gonna come over here and be at some chafa ass little hall. You know what I mean?
Because that's the thing, like